Welcome. In today's explainer, we're unpacking a really fascinating paradox about true intelligence. We usually picture geniuses as these loud, overwhelmingly confident people who just have all the answers ready at a moment's notice. But what if the actual markers of a high IQ look completely different? Let's dive in, because the research absolutely flips everything we thought we knew right on its head.
So do you doubt your own intelligence? No, seriously, take a second and really think about it. Because if you frequently feel like you aren't quite as smart as the people around you, or if you constantly question your own capabilities, you might be totally surprised to learn that science says you are actually the smart one. This feeling of not being smart enough isn't a flaw at all. Research shows it's actually a strong indicator of a higher-than-average IQ, and that's just one of several deeply misunderstood traits we're covering. We're going to look at 5 specific research-backed signs of high intelligence today. And here's the kicker. If you possess just 2 or 3 of these traits, you are operating well above average.
Let's start right off with sign number 1, solitude over socializing.
If you are highly intelligent, you probably prefer sitting alone to process your thoughts rather than immediately jumping into a noisy group discussion. While those fast-paced group chats are energetic and fun, they mostly stay right at this surface level. Taking the time to think things through completely on your own, however, leads to conclusions that are significantly more accurate and way more original. You aren't just reacting to what people say, you're calculating. You naturally crave that quiet space to just process the world around you.
Now, society often misinterprets this need for solitude. People might look at you and label you as antisocial or even assume you simply don't know anything because you aren't constantly shouting your opinions. But actually, these individuals simply refuse to leave their thoughts at the surface. If you do this, you have a deep, deep craving for complete understanding. You want to dig down to the absolute bottom of a concept before bringing it into the world. You want the whole picture, not just the skim surface.
Moving on to sign number 2, seeing the hidden patterns.
According to researchers, this is actually considered the absolute most powerful sign of a highly intelligent brain. It's the ability to effortlessly spot patterns in places where everyone else just sees chaos. That could be in a complex mathematical problem, sure, but it's also in random daily situations. Pattern recognition is essentially your brain's ability to deeply process information and understand underlying structures without any extra effort. So where surface-level thinkers just see exactly what's placed directly in front of them, an intelligent brain automatically organizes all that data and connects the dots.
Think about it. If you constantly get that, "I totally knew this would happen" feeling, whether you're watching a thriller movie or just navigating weird office dynamics, you need to pay attention to that. It doesn't mean you're psychic. It literally means your brain is processing the trajectory of a pattern before the pattern is even finished. You're thinking one step ahead of everyone else, naturally seeing exactly where the threads lead before the picture is complete.
All right, sign number 3, the power of self-doubt.
I know, it sounds completely counterintuitive, right? But actively underestimating your own knowledge is a massive hallmark of a high-functioning brain. See, there's this psychological trap where people falsely assume they know absolutely everything about a topic, and that is actually a marker of lower intelligence. Smart people, on the other hand, engage in really honest self-evaluation. They actively undervalue their knowledge because they are incredibly aware of the vast amount of information out there that they just don't know yet.
As the saying goes, intelligent people clearly see their own limitations. If you take away anything from this explainer today, let it be this: self-doubt is absolutely not a weakness. It's an actual biological sign that your brain recognizes its boundaries and actively wants to push past them to learn and to grow.
Which brings us to sign number 4, the fast learner. This is that uncanny ability to grasp new concepts, new skills, or tools incredibly fast compared to the average person. And listen, it's not just about having a good memory. It's about having an ultra-efficient learning system running inside your head. It goes like this. First, you encounter new information. Then, and this is where the magic happens, your brain unconsciously links this new data to old existing patterns. While average learners process every single new piece of information separately, almost in isolation, an intelligent brain instantly builds bridges to what it already knows. And the result? You master in days what takes other people weeks. Your brain's network is basically running much more efficient software.
And finally, we have sign number 5, always ready to learn. Highly intelligent individuals never, ever settle for that complacent, "yeah, I know enough" feeling. The average mentality often completely avoids the effort that learning requires, preferring to build a cozy comfort zone where they just repeat the exact same knowledge on an endless loop. A highly curious brain, though, is remarkably comfortable building new neural connections. If you have a perpetual craving to explore new topics, master new skills, and uncover new ideas, it just means your brain has a biological drive to constantly evolve.
So, time for the grand recap. Are you actually average?
I want you to challenge yourself right now to evaluate your own habits against everything we just talked about. And remember, possessing just 2 or 3 of these traits means your brain is operating well above the baseline. Number 1, you prefer deep, solitary thinking over surface-level group chat. Number 2, you effortlessly spot hidden patterns and process information a step ahead. Number 3, you engage in honest self-doubt, evaluating your limitations instead of just projecting false confidence. Number 4, you learn new things extremely fast by efficiently linking new data to old patterns. And number 5, you are endlessly curious and literally always ready to learn.
Which leaves us with one absolutely essential question to ask yourself. Do you always want to learn more? Because if you felt the spark of recognition today, you need to embrace your self-doubt and your endless craving for knowledge. They are literally the foundations of a highly intelligent mind. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and never stop looking for those hidden patterns around you. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.